Right, so as you can see, I've now bought myself a nice little carbon cleaning machine, which we have put into the intakes. So usually a lot of people would put it in here, but I like to put it closer to the engine so it gets more effective. So we'll see in a bit, see what it feels like. Right, so I am revving it not quite a bit, but only a little bit, as not only I got to keep the volume down because of my neighbours, but they do say, I'm no expert, I ain't gonna lie, but you should rev it quite a bit, maybe about 15,000 RPM, kind of get the engine going, kind of get everything going, let the circulation, all that good stuff. And then what they say is what they recommend is once the carbon cleaning is done, you should go for at least 10 to 20 minute drive, ideally on the motorway, to kind of let everything chuck out the exhaust. So yeah.
The next day.
Oh, right. Right, so it is the next day. So the reason why I didn't film yesterday is because I got distracted and I had a lot going on. So it is the next day after I did the carbon clean. Yeah, you do notice the difference. I mean, this, considering it is old V8, this was basically back in 2005, so it was a very long time, and I can't imagine the amount of carbon that has been built up in this engine. It was ridiculous. Even I was like, oh bloody hell. So we're gonna go for a drive. I'm just gonna tell you just a little more what obviously the benefits of carbon cleaning, and obviously does it actually make a difference. Right, so the first thing I noticed was, of course, when starting the car up, it doesn't hesitate as much as it used to. I mean, like I said, an old V8 is a lot of carbon. So basically what carbon does to the engine is pretty much, in a way, reduces the life of the engine. Not only that, you do lose a fair amount of performance, you do lose miles per gallon, you do lose quite a bit, just the overall engine capacity in terms of what it's capable of, what it should be doing. But due to carbon, it does obviously decrease what it should be doing pretty much. The reason why I'm not going to be ragging it today is because I've noticed my ball joint it has gone, so it's squeaking a tiny bit. Don't really want to be driving the car as much, but of course for the video it'll be alright, should be fine. Not end of the world, but it is what it is. Right, so carbon cleaning, is it something I recommend? Yes, massively yes. This is something I do highly recommend. I mean, I decided to buy myself a little machine which pretty much does the same job, just less capacity. I am investing in a bigger machine, so I do have an announcement for you guys. So as you guys know, I'm a little bit too obsessed with modifying cars and taking things to a whole different level. So I have decided to open up my own little business. Well, not little business, but we are starting. So I have started my own business in exhaust fabrication. Not only that, we will be offering multiple services. I am also looking into pretty much tinting and all sorts of stuff, but that's something I'll go into a little bit later down the line. And of course, carbon cleaning is one of them. So I thought, you know what, let's start with my car first. You know, let's see, does it do what it says on the packet? Yes, it does. So I usually average about 15 miles per gallon local roads. Since I've done the carbon clean, I had a bit of a drive. It's now averaging 17.6 miles per gallon locally, which is not that bad. I did go on the motorway yesterday. Surprisingly, what a shocker, it did average 27 miles per gallon on the M25. That was when, obviously, you know, where we were moving due to these stupid protests on the M25, but that's a whole different case. So it has helped the car quite a bit in terms of performance, because so carbon clean obviously does reduce obviously emissions and all that good stuff. These are the most relevant things. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the whole decat thing and all that good stuff, but yeah, it is very harmful. So I have decided with this car, I am not going to straight pipe it. I mean, I am going to do some bits to it, but the primary cats are staying in. So I will be doing some work to the back boxes, either back box to leak. So technically it is a straight pipe in a way, because the secondary cats are out, and I do have an X pipe. That's why it sounds so good. So one more mod to the exhaust, and it should be good. But it has transformed the car, not massively, but it is noticeable. I think when you own a car for a set amount of time, you kind of notice that, okay, right, it's how it drives. But then the minute you make some sort of adjustments or cleaning up the engine, you do notice quite a bit. And I mean, carbon cleaning is one of those things where you have to get for petrol and diesel. It's one of the most important things that you should be getting, but unfortunately not a lot of people know about it or do it. Don't know why. It's like I said, it's probably just one of the things that not a lot of people talk about, so you wouldn't really know much about it. But carbon cleaning is very, very important. It does keep your engine nice and healthy. I mean, I talk about obviously like doing all these air like performance mods and all that stuff, like induction kit, trying to keep it as healthy as possible. But carbon cleaning is something you should work off. It's very, very important. I can't express enough to tell you guys how important it really, really is. You can have all the air intakes and all that cooling mods as much as possible, but if you've got shitload of carbon in your engine, then yes, it doesn't really make much of a difference as it should be doing. So it has made quite a big difference on my car. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I am blabbering a little bit, as there's not really much I can do in this video, or actually go, because unfortunately, because there's so much traffic. But to end the vlog off, I will pretty much full send it. Yeah. Oh, whoa. Holy shit. You see, that's the wonders of a V8. It's funny, I do want to finish it off with that, but I did get a lot of messages, people saying that, oh, you know, you'll regret selling the S3. I really don't. I really, really don't. I've fallen in love with this car. But guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. But like I said, please guys, I'm not selling anything. I'm not selling my business, nothing. I'm just letting you guys know that we are obviously, of course, you know, starting up our stuff. And of course, I would appreciate the support from you guys. The link's in my bio below. We do offer pretty much everything. Well, not everything, but we are going to be offering quite a lot in terms of exhaust fabrication. There are a couple of things I'm looking into, but just definitely stay tuned, guys. It's going to be exciting, and it is the start of a new adventure for me, so it should be good. So take care of yourself, guys.